I want to stand here on the Republican side of the well to just express how important it is that we stand here together. As Mr. Ribble just mentioned, talking about our veterans, I was at an early Memorial Day commemoration yesterday, and people there aren't talking about Democrats and Republicans. We're talking about those men and women who have given their lives for our country, standing together, fighting together to maintain our freedom. Today, we see too much division here in Washington. Now, my background is in engineering. Engineers are problem solvers. So I came to Congress 8+ years ago, determined to solve problems. But as our nation's problems have gotten bigger, Congress has gotten smaller. Not smaller in size and certainly not smaller in ego, but smaller in the capacity to get things done. My constituents certainly see this. What they want to see is Washington working together to help with job creation, to work on reducing our debt, and to work on solving the many other problems that we face. Instead, they see fighting in Washington. Now, where I come from on the southwest side of Chicago in the Bungalow Belt, we know that when we are sent to do a job, there's a bottom line: get the job done. You know, businesses, families, organizations know if they're going to survive, they must solve problems. It's time for Washington to get this, because we must come together to face these big issues. And that's what problem solvers and no labels are all about. To come together, not to lose the fact that we're Democrats and Republicans, liberals or conservatives, but to work to solve problems, because we must do this. If we do not, we will be failing the American people, failing our constituents, those who have sent us here. If we do come together, we can work to solve some of these problems and make sure that America's brightest, America's best days are still ahead of us. The American people are counting on us. So I'm glad to stand here tonight with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle. And I thank Mr. Ribble for leading this here tonight, and say we are united to solve problems. We are no labels. We're not going to solve the problems overnight, but this is where we need to start, and to let the American people know that there are members of Congress, there are people in Washington who want to work together and solve these problems. And I pledge my support to my colleagues here, and we are going to work together, and America's brightest days are yet to come. I yield back to Mr. Ribble.
I thank the gentleman